My name is Charlie Rich, and I was kind of raised up on a farm. My dad was a farmer, and he was a small farmer, and then he was a big farmer. He farmed around 3,000 to 4,000 acres. He did that for about 5 years, and over in the Delta in Arkansas, and then we moved back to the smaller farm over in farther over in Arkansas, over by the ridge. As long as I can remember it, except for one short time when we moved to the city, which was West Memphis, a small place, we have lived out on the farm and was raised up there. My mother played piano, and we had my dad and some of the guys in the church had a quartet, and they'd have sing fests at different houses and that sort of thing. Of course, all the kids were kind of pushed into the other rooms, and if the song was sad, we'd cry, you know. But it was probably, I guess you'd call it white gospel, church-type music that they did. I heard a lot of the blues. There were like, I don't know, maybe 200 black families on our place that we farmed, and maybe 2 or 3 other white families, and therefore you got your chance to hear the church services on Sunday, or you got to hear the little honky-tonk place called the Ark, and we got to hear that on Saturday nights, and we also got to hear just the field hands in the field singing, and like a guy riding a mule after hauling cotton all day long from the field to the wagon to be weighed and put in the wagon. He'd be riding that old mule home. He'd be about the last one coming home. He'd be singing some kind of, "Oh Lord, let the sun go down on me," or something to that effect. And I don't know, it was an appealing type thing to me, not to speak of the things that they would sing together, like as a group when they were in the field, whether they were chopping or picking or whatever it was. So we had a lot of black exposure that way. And of course we had the Grand Ole Opry on radio, and some Laredo, Texas on radio, and things like that. I met some of my closest friends, some that I have seen since then. One fellow's name was CJ. The way that I met him was he worked on the farm and that sort of thing, but on certain occasions he and my dad would get together and play together, and Dad played guitar and CJ played piano, and I don't know, like Mother didn't take too well to that, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. So I listened to them and looked forward to the times they were going to play, and I can't remember exactly what he showed, but he just had a really good old blues type feel, and this is kind of some of the stuff that CJ played a lot. It's hard to play exactly like he did, but it was that was kind of the feel that he played, and it seemed like CJ played more right along in here. He could play a lot of different styles, but he always had that blues feel, and the notations and everything was bluesy, regardless of what he was playing. So I'm trying to figure it out. I can't. I saw him years after that. He was still living on the same land, which we had gone from a long time. And he had a piano set up in his old farmhouse, and he was still playing, you know. And I said, "We made some records, CJ. Did you ever hear any of our country records?" He says, "I listen to country all the time." I said, "I can't believe that. Not as good as blues as you play." But anyway, he was just a Very good old guy. I think he passed away a couple of years ago. C.J. Allen was his name. He gets a lot of credit for any blues influence I might have.